Welcome to another episode of Starfield with normal people, and it's an exciting one, Dwayne.
That it is. I have not been this excited in quite some time, Michael, because a lot of news coming out of Bethesda with the Terran Armada DLC.
Terran Armada.
Yep, as well as Free Lanes.
Free Lanes and then which
Trackers Alliance.
Trackers Alliance, because those first two, they're not out yet, but we got a lot of details, and we're going to break it down today and kind of talk about what it means to us as normal gamers.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, Trackers Alliance came out immediately.
Did you get a chance to try it yet?
I started it last night.
I thought you would because you said you had re-downloaded Starfield. I know that you were playing some other games. How dare you?
First off, I mentioned that I was re-downloading Starfield in our Discord, our official Discord, which you should get in there. If
you immediately got banned by our mods.
I immediately thought, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get roasted for not keeping Starfield on my hard drive. So I do apologize, but hey, it's been so quiet in the world of Starfield, and
Arc Raiders is fat with the spoils of the land too. So I mean, that takes up a beefy amount of that hard drive space.
Let me just say, I've been like nonstop on Arc Raiders, but the spell's been broken. Don't get me wrong, it's still a great game, but I played it solid for like 4 months. And I'm not done with it necessarily, but Resident Evil 9 came out. So I got in there and I played it, I beat it. Doesn't take too long to beat that game. It sort of broke me out of the Arc Raider spell, and lo and behold, Todd Howard has blessed us with news about Starfield. We are back, baby.
Yeah, he came down from the heavens and blessed us all with the news of these updates that we've been waiting so long for. You know, I saw a YouTube video yesterday that this YouTuber had gone to Bethesda and saw these updates back in November, and they weren't allowed to talk about it until now. I was kind of shocked by that because while I know there's a long ramp up to make these kind of updates, I figured they would at least, I don't know, I figured they would wait to show people until maybe January
It does
or February.
seem
So
pretty
it seems a while ago.
Yeah. Well, so I found it surprising, but not because like some of these content creators were hinting at it, that they went to Bethesda. I saw some stuff.
That. Mm-hmm.
But they had to be very careful what they said. But I sort of like forgot about it. Like it was big news back in November, and then so much time has passed. I'm like, well, maybe it was all BS, but
it was not BS.
No, it's not BS.
Legit.
In fact, and it's like we always have to be, Bethesda's trying to manage expectations. Like they're saying it's not 2.0. There's a lot of content creators saying that it is
almost
2.0.
Really is. Yeah, I think they did the right thing by managing that expectation. That's always a smart thing, to get in there and say, don't expect a completely different game. It's still Starfield at its core, right? They're improving it. They're making changes that hopefully make the game that much more enjoyable, but don't expect a complete, revamp of the game. We've said this in the Discord. We've said it on the podcast. It doesn't need to be revamped. Mm-hmm. It doesn't need to be changed, but the foundation is so allowing. The foundation they've created allows for a lot of upward building. So it's like all the pieces of Starfield are like here, and then here at the bottom, like I'm making my hands gesturing. If you're only listening, I'm gesturing a foundation. Yeah. And then you can stack all this stuff on top of those foundations. Like, so it doesn't need to be revamped, but let's first talk about something that sort of is revamped in space travel. And this is the Free Lanes update. Yeah. So I got to interrupt real quick. The shot when the planet comes in was straight out of Star Wars. Like when in Return of the Jedi, when they come out of warp and the Death Star approaches quickly and then it kind of slows down.
Yeah.
To me, that was that shot. Like it was reminiscent of that. And I was like, this is so cool. It's really cool, and I really think it's going to give a whole new feeling to this game.
Yep.
And
we complained about that early, just like the disconnect between, this is a space game, but you kind of feel this weird box system where you're in the spaceship, then you're on land, and you don't feel like you're truly traveling about in space. And I think this is what's going to connect it.
I really agree as well, because I know that the naysayers like to point out that all the space travel is just quote unquote menus.
Yeah.
They're wrong and right, because when you get to an area in space, like we know when you have to go to a probe or a satellite or a space station to dock, or
you can aimlessly fly around that area.
Yes. But it doesn't, you are moving in space, even though it doesn't feel like it. It's just very slow. And the reason
you can fly away from the planet.
You can.
And it can get pretty small.
It takes a long time.
It takes a long, long time.
I remember doing this early on because people were saying, "Oh, the planet's it's just a sprite." No, it's not a sprite. It's fully, it's round, it's fully realized. And I remember just setting my ship to travel towards, this is the kind of stuff I'm doing at home, guys. You have to test it, right? I set to travel towards this planet, and then I got up and I walked away. And then, then I come back later and, it's way closer now. Now with cruise mode and being able to sort of warp drive through solar systems, I'm so excited.
And we should clarify that it's only within each system. So you can't do that in between systems. You can do it within that one system.
Yeah, not from star system to star system. Because people, you don't even do that in No Man's Sky. In No Man's Sky, you go out to the galaxy, you select another star, and you warp there. Because let's be real, like even with faster than light space travel,
technology would still take a long time.
It would still take years, if not decades. So it really is. That has to still be like the warp, or the grav drive that folds space time around your ship and puts you from here to there.
I'm a little worried about what do they call them? The interdictions.
Yeah. What's your worry?
My worry is that I'll be enjoying cruise mode and I'll be constantly interrupted by those. So hopefully they've sprinkled them in few and far between for people like me, or maybe there's a slider where you can say, I don't want as many, because it's it's just decorating and the interior of my ship, and now I'm being interrupted to fight the Terrans again, or whatever it is.
That's a good point, and I am very curious to see how they're going to handle that. I know that in No Man's Sky, so you can be in this, I don't know what they call it, but it's basically cruise mode, going from one planet to another. And it might take like 48 seconds. So it's just like, you're going and you're just waiting. And then you'll get a notification that there's an object of interest or something like that. And so then you can choose to pop out of that and see what it is. And sometimes I've ignored it. Now, obviously, in the video we saw for Starfield, it looked a little different. The alarms were going off. You were being attacked. You had to run.
Which is also very cool.
Very cool. I thought that was so rad.
That felt like a different game at that point. So I think that's one of the reasons why people are like, this is kind of Starfield 2.0. I mean, when you see stuff like that is vastly different than the experience that we've known up to this point.
And from the beginning of the game, they had the tagline made for wanderers, right? And we've talked a lot about how I love the gameplay of getting on a planet and just wandering and just exploring, scanning, checking for POIs, which we're going to talk about that.
Yes.
There's more coming to that as well. But my point is, I've realized watching these update videos that I've never really wandered through space in our space travel game.
How cool is it going to be to wander from planet to planet, to fully explore that system and not explore it from the map
standpoint, like what we did in the past. Instead, just get in your ship and be like, okay, I see, here's the star of this system, or here's this planet showing up, and I can lock in and hit cruise mode. And I think this is really going to encourage, first of all, shipbuilding, because now you have a reason to really flesh out your ship. To me, before it was just like, I'm fine with the Mantis, or the only reason I really wanted to upgrade it was for specific quests in order to,
or if combat's difficult,
not die quickly. Exactly. Yeah. So I was like, I need better shields or whatever.
Yep.
But it was enough to where if you could get out of a situation, you didn't worry about it that much about upgrading your ship. Now it feels like this is a huge reason to fully invest in shipbuilding, in modifying your ship, and plus the new Terran Armada ships look pretty dope.
Can we, okay, you mentioned the Terran Armada ships. They're calling this, I had the name. I believe it's so NASA Punk is the whole Starfield
style.
So I can't believe it. I'm blanking. It's like NASA
retro.
No. It's like
disco.
It's like militarized.
Mil spec.
It's killing me now because it's a really cool term.
Yeah, it's like a more militarized version of NASA, right? Okay, I see where you're going with that.
So while I look that up, I'm going to say that, yes, they have the new guns that are more sort of like our modern weaponry with a a slight sci-fi twist.
I wasn't too happy about that. I think it's cool.
I'm stoked.
It's all ballistic stuff, right?
Yeah. Well,
isn't there a lot of ballistics?
No. So it looks like ballistic stuff, but they said that you can customize it. So if you want to customize it to be energy weapon or something, I'm pretty sure I heard them say that. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But it's, we'll see. But I love the style of it.
This randomly made me think of, we have to talk about PlayStation as well. Don't let me forget.
Yes. First of all, yes. Welcome, PlayStation players. Some new,
the bad things we said about PS5, ignore the PS5, ignore all those in previous episodes. No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. We never roasted PS5.
We just said it looked like Hutch. What's his name? The creator of Minecraft. We said it looked like his house. Now you have to look up the creator of Minefield's name.
Gotta look.
It's like Hutch.
It's not Hutch.
People are screaming at their computers right now.
It's not
Notch. See, I was close. The PS5 looks like his house in the Hollywood Hills.
It does. No, I have a PS5 I love PS5.
Will you get Starfield on it?
No.
There's no need, right?
There's no need for me, but I would if I had a PS5 Pro, because it's going to have slight enhancements.
It's going to have DLS5.
It's going to have DLS5. There's going to have some enhancements on the PS5 Pro. I don't know how good, though, so we'll see.
But ballistics with the Terrans.
So, the Terrans are going to have ballistic style weapons. It looks sort of like our weapons of today, but slightly futuristic. I really like that. I mean, you're less of a fan, but...
Only because I think in our, how many episodes have we done? I've said countless times, I want futuristic weapons. Maybe that goes against the NASA punk vibe a little bit because it's rooted in reality. What I wanted was maybe that mod's out there, is just a more rooted in complete sci-fi weapon.
Let me ask you this then, because the game already does feature as energy weapons. It has...
We have energy weapons on Earth.
Yeah,
They're rudimentary at this point, but
I guess my point is that we already had quite a few sci-fi weapons. So in your opinion, like what would be missing?
I think exotic, crazy.
Like even getting weirder with it.
Like, getting completely weird. I think one of the things I brought up earlier was plasma, type stuff, or just disintegration tech. But also, before I forget, I'm excited for the melee stuff they showed in the sample video with like the barbarian,
a new axe. And I was like, yes. There's like there's
one thing for
skills. Yep.
No, not just one thing, but one thing that I'm very excited about. I'll put it that way.
That's true. Yeah, it does look like that, and like there's definitely some enhancements there for that.
Right.
So also as a part of free lanes, I wanted to mention, just while we're talking about cruise mode, is that you can get up, you can set your path, your ship's going, you can get up and walk around. You couldn't do that before. And now you can, like, that's a perfect time to go and chat with your companions and your crew, and sort of like move those discussions forward and move those relationships forward.
Right. You're not in battle anymore. It's like, hey, when you got a second, you're like, I'm shooting aliens or whatever I'm shooting.
Yeah. Well, and
is now a good time? No.
Yeah.
Are you oblivious? But if you're in your ship, that's the perfect time.
It's perfect, because before you would have to basically stop whatever you're doing, you know.
I'm in for a 20 screen dialogue.
Yeah.
So I better like make sure I'm ready for it.
I love that, you know, and it reminds me of when I used to play Mass Effect. So in Mass Effect, but like you just were on your ship and quote unquote it was traveling, but it was never really traveling anywhere unless you went to the map and then you instantly went there. But while your ship was in space, you would go and talk to people and move those relationships forward. And so now it feels like that, except it's like it's more real, right? Because you actually are traveling towards a location. You are actually on the way. And the idea that your conversation could get interrupted, I'm very curious to see how that plays out.
It's like the Deathclaw just coming down and killing Sarah while you're talking to her.
Yeah.
All of a sudden the Terrans blast through your hull and jump into your
or
ship.
It's like The Last Jedi, like when Princess Leia like just goes flying out of the airlock,
sucked into space.
Yeah, so that's exciting. I'm apparently that will be the best. I don't think it's the only way, but it will be one of the best ways to discover a new material called X-Tech.
Right. Good old X-Tech.
And if this is the best way to find X-Tech, that will get people using cruise mode. So for
I don't know if that's the best way to find it, but that's, I mean,
right.
Because it should start to appear everywhere.
I think it'll be everywhere, right? But it sounds like they want to incentivize people to use cruise mode. And so it's going to be those like space POIs that where you find it the most. But X-Tech is a new way to upgrade your weapons. I'm very excited that
this is a brilliant addition. Is it not? Like, I saw this and I was like, this is good video game design. This is smart. This is listening to what people said. Like, you don't have to cheat the game to get a reroll, like when you open a chest or whatever. Like, people are doing that.
Yeah.
That's out of the picture now.
Yeah, so it's very exciting. So as everyone who's played Starfield knows, you can find legendary weapons. Well, before that, advanced, which I think is purple, that was the highest before. Now there's 2 more levels between advanced and legendary. So I think that's cool. It's going to give a lot of variety.
Is it so legendary is always the top?
Legendary is still the top.
Okay.
Well,
or are they beyond legendary? I thought they were beyond legendary.
See, here's what I read was that it was before legendary, but then again, exotic really looks like it's above legendary because it's like a very special.
Because I think the way they pitched it in the video was that it's 4 players who've been through 1,000 hours of the game and already have legendaries. So this is like an additional. Yeah, I could be wrong, but
we'll need to check on that. What the information I read was that there were 2 more levels before legendary, but this says once you have rank 3, tier 4 legendary effects. So Free Lanes adds a new legendary rank for your weapons, helmets, packs, and suits. Once you have a rank 3 legendary item, you can apply a new rank 4. Oh, okay, interesting.
Cool.
So here's what's great. You have those modifiers. This is what Dwayne was just talking about, is re-rolling for the modifier you want.
That is amazing.
So,
but there was a limit, right? Was it 5?
Here's the thing. The limit is actually a good thing.
Okay.
Because re-rolling is random. Mm-hmm. And so let's say you roll once, you just use one piece of X tech. Maybe you got what you wanted, maybe you didn't. If you didn't, you roll again. You do that up to 5 times. It respects your X tech because once you get to 5, you don't have to re-roll anymore. It will just come up a list of
5.
all of the traits.
Oh, it will give you all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you just choose one.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't get the trait that you wanted in those first 4 rolls,
the max you can burn is 5.
The max
and you'll
you can
be able
burn
to
is
choose
5.
whatever one you want.
Get what you want. It's
okay. I didn't know that.
Great.
That's actually amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually cleared up by someone from Bethesda online. So
okay.
That to me that didn't come through clearly from the video, but they cleared it up. I think that's
Tim
awesome.
Lamb?
I think it was Tim Lamb.
Tim Lamb.
I think it was Tim Visor Lamb.
Visor Man.
The Visor Man.
Yep.
So some great new legendary effects. Saboteur, which is damaging robots, has a chance to instantly kill them. Mm-hmm. Robots will explode on death, so that's great. Nice. There's Reckless, which is ranged only. Magazine size gets reduced to 1. Damage is increased by 500%.
That's the sniper one they were talking about.
Yeah, they said this. So you can apply this to any ranged weapon, but on a sniper, oof, that's great. Mm-hmm. In addition to that, we've got new ship optimizations that you had mentioned.
Well, let's go back to that. So those are the ones they listed. Are there more than that, or is that
so this is what they've put? Those 3 were the ones that they put on their website.
They talked about the random mag is like triple also a couple times in the game.
It's like a 25% chance that your next magazine when you reload is tripled bigger in size. Yeah. So imagine the
please
the
have some good
minigun.
melee like randomizers, or what are these things called?
They're calling these the legendary effects.
Legendary effects. Do we use X Tech to get these effects on a weapon? Okay.
Yep. You can apply for a new rank 4 effect for that. You spend credits and X Tech according to Bethesda's website. Just the fact that there's more of these effects, which by the way, you can roll for them, but you can also find weapons with these new traits on them. Mm-hmm. So the new levels and the new traits, like I'm just ready to just go grind again.
Right. Go out there, explore, kill some baddies and
some stuff.
Yeah. Get some drops and see what you get. Because then those drops will then teach you what's in the game.
Yep.
You might be like, oh, I didn't know this, unless you go out and, look online if you're that kind of person. But
if
you want to explore, you'll find it that way.
You'll find those, or you'll find X Tech and get those X Tech.
Get your X Tech.
So all right. There's also some improvements to Outposts if we want to talk about that.
No, I like the little mobile home thing. I thought that was fun, right? And it saved, if you're not a big Outpost person, so there were some really brilliant things in this as well, like the mobile Outpost. So you just drop it and
it's fully furnished.
Sit there and mess around with the Outpost thing. If you've never played with it, this is just ready to go, fully furnished.
I love it.
You can modify it.
I love that I can just get to a planet and go, here's a little apartment.
That and the cargo thing that allows you to transfer between all your outposts.
Yes.
I was like, that should have been a day one thing in the game, because it's like, did I put that on my ship? I don't remember. Is it on this outpost? Like, I lost so much stuff that I collected throughout the game that I don't know where any of it is, and it's too much trouble to find it.
I will say, it was convenient that, like, if you switch your home ship, the cargo instantly switches. Like, the game has these little conveniences.
How many times do you switch your home ship? I've done it once, right?
I just...
Or maybe 3 times.
Yeah,
tops.
it's just when you, like, purchase a new... Yeah. But the issue is that to me, the game was never very clear on, hey, if you have all your stuff here, it will be accessible when you're building. Like, and here's the thing: everyone listening and watching, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think if it was on your ship and your ship was docked at your outpost, that stuff was available, accessible while I'm building, or maybe it wasn't, and I had to move it. From
I think you're right. I think it was if you're while you're building, if your ship has it, then it was. But
so the issue for me is it was never quite clear. I mean, I think that's why the ship has a store all resources button, like when you're going to your inventory. But I just would like it to be more clear. Has the shared outpost? I'm looking at it on their website. Have they said how much you can put in there? I'm hoping it's.
I'm sure there'll be a limit.
Amount.
Yeah. There's always some kind of limit. So, but I would expect them to be somewhat generous with it because it's a quality of life upgrade, and they want you to have fun with it. So I don't think they're going to make it too small.
I really love this though, because that means that no matter, oh man, it's so good. No matter how many outposts I have across the galaxy, as long as I build one of those in each place, I've got all my stuff.
Right. You're going to have plenty of room for all your green hills of Stranglethorn pages. Random WoW reference.
Yeah, some of you got that. I sure didn't. But apparently too, and this is exciting, even though I get that it's exciting, even though I'm not excited yet. It has a new database system for the game.
Yes. Oh, I saw that.
Definitely.
It was like, there's a new database system.
Yeah.
It was like maybe 10 seconds.
Yeah, they didn't really dive into it.
It could be huge. It could be huge in how you navigate through the menu, how you find stuff and interact with stuff. I think there have been many mods trying to improve the interface.
Yep.
And this one is an important upgrade, I think.
I saw people claiming that they saw a little like flag icon or something. Basically, they had a list of all your outposts, and I think Bethesda did say this, that it's an easy place to see where your outposts are, and you can just instantly travel from this menu. And it's
That's
funny,
cool.
right? Because it's one of the criticisms is like,
but sometimes you want to go to that outpost to get your action figures. We should talk about that before I forget about it.
Yes. But yes, to your point, before, if I had like 3 or 4 outposts, I had to go to the galaxy map and kind of like remember where they are and look for that little icon next to the planet. Having a list of all your outposts will be absolutely incredible.
You're searching on that thing, like you're dragging across the stars and going in and like trying to find the icon for your outpost.
Yeah.
Goodbye to that.
No,
good riddance.
I'm so excited. But we've only mentioned that. But yes, the database is also all the materials, all the species. I think so. Don't quote me on that. But I think
for
so.
like your cataloging and right.
I would think so. Now,
has scanning been in one place?
Scanning is like, as far as I know, it's just if you go to the planet, it shows that you've scanned.
That'd be cool if it's in the database, right?
Oh, if it's in the database, I'm going to scan every friggin' planet.
I know, that's going to ruin you.
I'll have to.
It's going to show like
it.
38% complete in the universe.
And then you'll never see me again.
Year,
yeah.
Trying to get 100. There's a new achievement.
But yes, the action figures.
Yeah, super excited about that. I mean, I'm like Emil, who I think spearheaded that, or he seemed excited about it. But this is really fun. I think it's great how there's both action figures out of the package, but then also still in the package. It's such a nod to collectors. And just the fun and kind of the obsession. Not that I do it, but I remember having Star Wars action figures.
Yep.
And I kept the backs. So I have a stack of all the backs of my action figures. Well, most of the later ones.
Yep.
But it's a really cool addition to the game, and It's going to be fun to see how it plays out.
For those of you listening that have played Fallout, you know that when you collect a bobblehead, it gives you a bonus to your skills or something like that, some sort of perk.
It's a big deal to get one of those because it gives you that perk that's like an awesome little bonus, right?
Well, whenever I play Fallout 4, I always plan out that way. I go, I want to have max perception, but I'll just do 9 perception, and then I'll go get the bobblehead for the extra 10th. So Starfield, these action figures, you can get them out of the package or in the package.
But you can get 11 perception.
Can you?
I think so.
Well, I know
I think
that
you can get beyond the.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, because I have strength 13. For my melee build.
No, that's
sure.
awesome.
Yeah.
I guess I only did it because I was only doing it to get all the skills.
But if you want to have a balanced,
yeah,
and especially if you're starting out and you want to put some skills,
right.
yeah.
So okay,
makes sense.
So all right, next time I play Fallout 4,
I just opened up a whole new world.
Yeah,
for you.
I don't have to only go to 10. I can
Perception's
to 11.
Mostly helpful for dialogue, right? Or
There's
like
dialogue.
Seeing stuff.
I mean, I do it because I love sniping.
Okay.
In Fallout, sniping's so fun. I love that it turns into basically like Sniper Elite, where you see the bullet traveling. Just like exploding heads, something we don't have in Starfield unless you mod it. But yes, these action figures in Starfield will give you bonuses. I love that you have a diorama to place the ones
that's awesome.
that are out of the package.
I wonder if they'll let you place them on there in some way, or if it's just like you have it and then they put them in the set spot wherever they go, right?
In the Discord, you put the GIF of
Ralph.
Lord Helmet.
Oh yeah,
Lord Helmet playing with the dolls. And he's like, they're action figures, and I did think about Sarah Morgan walking in, and I'm like, oh, and I've got the Sarah Morgan action figure. I love you too. What are you doing?
No, I didn't see you playing with your dolls, sir.
But yeah, in addition to this, we've got a pet, an alien pet.
That was a nice little surprise. I wonder if it's just that one 6-legged
they're calling it the Millie Whale.
The Millie Whale.
You want to know something fun? They announced this yesterday. They announced that the Millie Whale is the first and only, as far as we know, pet that you can get in the game. And then I went to a planet doing a mission for Trackers Alliance last night, and I saw a Millie Whale. I was like,
really?
Oh, hello, little guy.
Not a coincidence, cool. Right? Because that was the new Trackers Alliance quest.
That was the new Trackers Alliance quest. So
you don't get the pet on that quest, though.
No.
Okay.
Well, I haven't finished the quest, but I doubt it.
Maybe that's the reward.
Maybe.
Interesting.
They did say this is part of Free Lanes. We'll see.
Okay.
But I do hope that this creature's small, so it's inside the outpost. I hope this lends itself to having larger creatures as pets. I want a fox bat. I really want a fox bat, but they're pretty big. We'll see. I mean,
you want a whole farm, like a whole farming simulator.
I do. I do. And I will say, like, it's good not to speculate, and we'll just talk about what's here, not what's not here, and what they haven't announced.
Well, honestly,
but I did want a survival mode.
Right.
But yeah.
Now that they have the pet functionality in the game, they can make anything a pet.
More has to be.
Or anyone can make anything a pet.
Yeah.
With the creation engine. So,
absolutely.
You shall have a fox bat, my friend.
I was going to say the free lanes with traveling, because even though we don't have a super in-depth survival mode, I would love an option to, we'll see if I get sick of it. I would love an option to lock myself into having to use cruise mode. But maybe that would get tiresome.
Maybe they could make a mission where your long range warp is disabled so that you're stuck within the system.
That's part of Terran Armada.
Is it? Oh yeah, because they kind of lock you into Right.
They'll lock you out of using like the instant travel or whatever it is. And so yes, as part of Terran Armada, they are going to force you to use cruise mode. And I love this because you have to go then disable their device that's locking you out.
And then it allows you to use the cruise mode to get, or to use the normal high-speed travel.
Yep. Dwayne, have you ever noticed in the past that once you've been to a location, you don't see the landing and takeoff animations?
No, I didn't make that connection.
So
makes sense though.
Yeah, because it saves you time in playing the game. Well, apparently, now this was not announced by Bethesda, but apparently a content creator said that they saw that a new option in the game to enable those animations every time.
Interesting.
And I think that's some people like the sim gameplay and they like that feeling of
it should be an option. Yeah. I agree with you. And I think to go back to survival mode, it's a shame they didn't say specifically that they're making a survivor mode in the game.
Yeah.
They did do those improvements to the menu options to get you pretty close.
We're getting close.
So,
yep. We're pretty close, and I have no doubt that more of that stuff's coming. All right, more exciting things. Starborn abilities.
Yeah. I saw the thing that you can create to bring your 20 favorite items or whatever it is, right? Or
well, it's like 20 slots, and then you can keep upgrading up to 200. And he was saying that's to the point where that's like your entire inventory. Like
if you upgrade
everything you're carrying on you, like 200
that's
slots is a lot. Or 200, pounds or units or whatever they call it. But it's a ton of space.
Listen, as someone who has not been through the Unity yet, surprise. This is great. I'm like, now I have absolutely zero reason to fear passing through.
Yep. This is amazing, especially now that they have X-Tech and they're going to have these like, mythic, it's not mythic, but exotic weapons and like this kind of thing where, if I've got like this amazing suit and amazing weapon that I've either crafted or kept after all this time, the fact that I can take it through the Unity is absolutely amazing.
I was a little confused because you can clearly build it before the first time, right? Because the way they made it sound was like you had to go through the Unity at least once to be able to get access to that technology. I could be wrong.
So I'm unsure of how they'll do that. I know that this didn't exist at all before. Yeah, the Unity was a clean slate.
But no ships, right? Your ships are not going to transfer. They're too big. They can't fit through that little device.
No ships, but let's speculate just a tiny bit. Some YouTuber, sorry, don't remember who it was. I apologize.
Mr. Beast?
It was Mr. Beast, who I watch every day. No. Just to be clear. No.
No, it was not Mr.
Beast. So someone said something about ship schematics. Now, they just threw that away like it was nothing. We don't know anything. This might be nothing, but let me just say, if you can build a ship and at least save the schematic and take it with you through the Unity, and then when you have enough money,
just feed it into the machine.
Feed it into the machine.
Out comes your exact same ship.
That would be incredible.
That would be incredible.
But we don't
spend maybe say you spend 10 hours building it in the ship creation thing.
Yeah. So we'll see. That's a huge amount of speculation, but somebody mentioned it, so we had to mention it. Starborn abilities. So killing Starborn ships before didn't give you quantum essence.
Now it does.
Now it will.
There's more uses for it too, because you need that to build that machine that we just spoke about. that saves your stuff, right? You need quantum essence to build that, if I remember.
Yes.
Or is that X-Tech? No, that's the quantum.
Yeah, quantum essence to upgrade the quantum entanglement device. Yeah. That's I just found it.
The QET.
QED. So let me just say that so you haven't been through the Unity. Now, we've already talked about how painful the temples can be. Mm-hmm. Now, temples haven't necessarily changed. However, you had to go through the Unity to get, let's say, just one ability that you really like. You had to go to a temple again after going through the Unity to get 10 that times. Ability. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're talking, how many abilities are there? It's like 30, mm-hmm. 20,
so
20,
potentially
30?
It's like 300 times to max it out just to max out level, those skills. Right? Yeah.
Well, now you still have to go to the temple. As far as I know, you still have to go to the temple to that get initial the ability. Time. Mm-hmm. But now you can use quantum essence to upgrade it. You don't have to go every single time.
I did not know that.
So this is incredible.
You have that in writing? Because that's pretty cool.
It's in their video.
Yeah.
Not only that, this
quantum essence is so suddenly very valuable.
It's very valuable. Mm-hmm. It's so good now because here's another thing. There are people that are anti going through the Unity. You haven't gone through yet. Now, but before, if you want, like, I love the slow down phase time to mm-hmm. slow everything down, and you're just John Wick. Boom, 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 boom. I love that ability, and the only reason I have it up to level 4 or 5 is because I'm in my new game plus 4 or 5. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're anti-Unity, you don't have to go through. You can keep upgrading that skill,
right,
with quantum essence.
Love it.
So mm-hmm. fantastic. Just a great addition.
We should mention the new vehicle before I forget about it as well.
Yeah.
Like what did they say? It boosts basically forever.
It's got tons of boost.
Yeah.
So you can just fly around. Mm-hmm. I love that they did this because I have downloaded some creations mm-hmm. that do this.
Right. And it's a huge improvement.
It's a huge improvement, mm-hmm. and it doesn't break the game, because that's always my concern. Is this going to break the game? Is mm-hmm. it going to make it less fun?
Well, I mean, most planets that, maybe not most, but a lot of the planets that you go to are filled with crevices and trees and rocks.
Just very
just stuff that you're always getting stuck on. And it's like, you get slowed down, and you're just trying to get over to this thing. So
I was trying to use a vehicle just last night, and just trying to use boost mm-hmm. without flying. And you hit rocks. It's mm-hmm. That's just the nature of it. So
what'd they call this one? The Rev 9?
It's the Moon
Hopper.
It's something 10. Like that. It's the Moon Jumper.
Moon Jumper, is it really?
Yeah. It's called the Moon Jumper. So I love this. I love this.
Bigger than the Rev 8 too, right? It looks like twice the size. It's like a
it's
mini
sort
bus.
Of like a little. It's either big. It's definitely like a little fatty like vehicle. Mm-hmm. So it might
the gull wing doors
be it might be bigger, or it might be like small, like a micro machine. I don't know. It has a great look to it. I'm excited to use that. I'm definitely going to use that a lot.
The little trash can robot.
Little little companion.
Right?
I love
3-wheeled. It's little feisty robot. You're a feisty one.
It looks a lot like the little robot from Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Except it like rolls around, but it can trip enemies. Mm-hmm. In the video, it sweeps the leg of one of the enemies. It looks like the dude got a rug pulled out from under him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice! I didn't see that.
It.
I saw the one where they like hit him hit it in the shin or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. This guy really gets knocked down.
That's funny.
He looks great. I wanted to just mention, since we were talking about the Moon Jumper, mm-hmm. that they're updating. Not only are there a ton new POIs
Yeah.
Like on land. So, of course, we're going to have the space POIs. Then we're going to have more land POIs.
My complaint about sucky caves looked like one of those POIs was kind of cave-like.
Like a cool cave.
Like a cool-looking cave. I was like, all right, we got some potentially cool-looking caves here.
Well, Tim Lamb also said that they've heard everyone's feedback about POIs repeating. And they have also updated basically like how it gives you POIs and how the cooldowns work.
They made it smart.
So it's not that you won't have repetition, but you should have less repetition from what they're saying.
How many do you think they added? Because they added new ones as well. What would be your guess?
I don't. From what
5?
like, people
10?
have said that there's like 100 POIs or so, or like 150. I would guess they added 30. If I, you know what I mean?
Wow.
If I were
that
to
would be
guess,
more than I would think.
because I'm thinking big and small.
Like a lot in number, but maybe smaller or just a mix. A nice mix between large ones, small ones.
I'm just going to guess 30.
Well, they also mentioned derelicts that you'll find in space as well, which is really cool.
Derelict ships. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Well, we're going to, it says more variety in the types of planetary POIs you explore. There's so much stuff. There's the Maria Siarkowicz.
What's that? Oh, is that the new?
So this is the woman that's in the original game. She's in Galbank applying for a job, and she just has this very dry, sarcastic demeanor and like very dark. She almost like a Wednesday Addams type character, and she was a fan favorite, and now they're bringing her on as
I didn't realize
possible
that
crew.
That's funny.
So you can have her on as a companion. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Nice.
We actually have this very, for anyone watching it, we have this very artsy glare.
Oh.
We can leave it
let's
for
leave
now.
it. Looks kind of cool.
If it gets too bad, I'm going to move the camera.
Okay.
But for now, we're okay. Okay. Now I want to talk about something they barely touched on. They talked about a new place called Anchor Point, which is a space station out in space. All they said is that this is going to be a new hub for a lot of new quests and storylines and stuff. Very interesting.
Yep.
Very interesting.
Nice to give us another point of just to hang out and to get food and weapons and characters and whatever else.
Yep. So
like a new city in space, if you will.
That's a good point, because now we've got we've got a few major cities, and then of course one more major city in in the DLC that from last year.
Shattered Space
Shadspaw. DLC. And
Davra.
then
What was it called? Davra.
And then now we've got this this space station. It says a number of new side quests could begin there, and that's all they've said. So I'm very excited to check that out. In addition to that, there's they've talked about players that have played for a long time. They've got tons of credits with nothing to spend it on.
Right.
There's going to be a new mansion.
Oh, yes.
that you can purchase. It looks incredible.
It does look incredible.
It's built into the side of an asteroid. And I got to tell you, when I signed in to play last night, I realized that my character is sort of brand new into a New Game Plus. I've barely done anything. I'm broke. I've got nothing. I've got a lot of
turn to the dark side, Michael.
To do. Let's see. April 8th. We've got like a 3 weeks.
Remember the 20-minute like jump video where you had to like jump through the the wall and like drop down, and then you had access to the vendors cash, like exploit to get free money.
I remember in Aquila it was a single puddle.
Oh right.
There was a puddle in the street where you could access a vendor's chest.
People are going to be searching new puddles to get this space rock mansion.
Yeah. It just looks incredible. So also new enemy modifiers. So this is everyone, this is all in the free update. Free update. Enemy modifiers will add some extra challenge to combat. So one of them might be a tank and have 3 times more health. They might be tricky, where they have a chance to avoid damage. They might be a martyr, where if they die, it puts nearby allies into a rage. They say these and more. So this will be all just in the game in random encounters.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, we always reference Shadow of Mordor, you know, where the boss has that modifier. It's similar to that, is it not?
They do have that. Yes, they do. Yeah, because in Shadow of Mordor, there might be some that are impervious to front attacks, but then they're weak to fire.
Right.
And so I love this. Yeah, you finding new ways to like take enemies down. Very cool. New weapon skins.
Yeah.
I love the Constellation skin, and it was only available on like 1 or 2 weapons before, maybe only 1.
The
neon's cool. Yep. Just amazing.
Yeah. Clearly they've been working hard and putting their heads down, as we've said.
Yep.
To, you know, get this out and to get it polished and get it ready. So today it's like March 18th or so.
Yep.
April 7th, I believe, is the release date. April 8th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a couple of weeks away.
Yep.
Just in time to reinstall Starfield and watch
get your character where it needs to be now.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of really neat stuff, and I think it's going to take a while to really explore it and to experience it.
Yep.
I mean, I can think of just right away, you know, for example, just going to that space station and starting some of the quest lines. I mean, that's a full night's, that's just scratching the surface.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm sure
you've got
it is.
3 hours just kind of poking around that station and doing a quest there or whatever.
The other major thing, of course, is Terran Armada DLC. This adds an entire...
Not what we thought. We thought it would be Starborn, right? We kind of were thinking, at the beginning, before Shatspot came out, we're like, the next one would be
because they
Starborn.
trademarked the term Starborn, so people thought maybe that it would be that. Yeah. And then with Terran Armada, you and I talked about how maybe these could be people that left Earth before grav drives.
Yep.
I don't quite think that's what it is. It seems that this is a faction of people that didn't during the colony wars, they didn't agree with the UC or Aquila. So they are a new faction. They've got battle droids basically. I
like the battle droid design too.
A lot.
And it's well done.
A lot of games I don't like fighting robots as much. So like Gears of War was always like a very gritty, bloody game. And then Gears of War 5 came out and they had all these like robots that you fought and I hated it. But in this, it looks good. And Starfield already has robots that you fight.
And they have perks to help you fight robots, which I think now are going to be that much more important. Like before, it was like, how often do I encounter that rogue robot point of interest?
Yeah.
Not all that often.
Yeah.
And regular weapons seem to do fine for the most part. So it was an incentive really to get those perks, but now, I mean,
against the Terran Armada, well, what's nice is if you don't have those perks in your skills, at least there are the weapon upgrades, right? That are good against robots. I just love this idea that now I really might need to have a weapon on me that's better against humans and one that's better, against the robots.
I like how they pop out of the pods.
Very cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, it's super exciting.
Is the flare still?
The flare is insane.
We added that in post.
Yeah, we'll say that's a filter. Talk about Terran Armada. I don't think it'll bother anyone.
Nah, I think it's a great potential for a storyline as well. Like we're gonna find out who are these people, why do they have so many robots? Because there are actual humans behind it. We saw like a leader type person. We saw like a tech who was on a ship, but it feels like it's 9 to 1 ratio, or like 10-to-1 ratio, like 10 robots for every one person in this Terran Armada that we're encountering.
There's one of these robots you'll be able to bring on as a companion, and I'm already sold. Like, I saw this video and I was like, he's gonna be my companion for a long time, probably. And
why do you say that?
He just seems cool, and like he seems like
you seem chill, bro. You want to join me?
He's like a dark version, of our God, our robot companion.
I'm spacing it too. Lance the robot.
It's funny because
I can hear his voice in my head.
I know. Right? Oh man.
No, don't look it up. I just want to struggle.
Please don't get mad at us. This is very painful, but it's a robot that
you have the figurine like too. At least I don't have the figurine. You have it on your desk.
It's killing me.
Now he has to look it up.
I'm looking it up because people.
I want to. Don't tell me though. Mad. I just want you to feel satisfaction on your own, and then I want to see if I can remember it. Lance.
There's a robot called Lance in Arc Raiders, and you don't even play. Oh my God! I looked it up, and I'm killing my. I'm
don't say it out loud. I want to see if I can get it by the end of the.
We'll see if Dwayne gets it. But yeah, very, very, very cool to have this new robot companion.
No, but they said it's not good and it's not evil, right? It's kind of.
Yeah.
But so-and-so, who we shall not name, is clearly just a robot. Like it doesn't have that kind of.
Maybe they consider that he has a good alignment.
Yeah, you're right. He's overall, like, what does he say when you accidentally murder somebody?
But
you have to load.
He's very dry. Like, he'll say stuff like, do not attempt to fight us. You will not survive. Stuff like that. But yeah, the other thing that I couldn't remember earlier, I'm looking up this Terran Armada stuff. The aesthetic that they have is they're calling NASA Tactical. And I love that.
Gotcha. Yeah. The new robot feels like, remember when Data on Star Trek got like the motion chip? It feels like the robot that shall not be named yet. He didn't quite get that emotion chip, but maybe that new Terran, bot kind of has a little more emotion, which will be fun.
Yeah. It could be.
I do want to see him kick the daylights out of like some bad guys and see what he does.
What's interesting is I'm seeing that the pre-built Outpost, see, this is what gets a little confusing. The pre-built Outpost is actually listed under the Terran Armada, not under Free Lanes. But here's the thing. Terran Armada, as a paid DLC,
$10,
only
right?
$10.
And it's free
if you had the premium. Yeah.
Which I do.
Yeah, which I do too.
It feels like it finally paid off. They took this to
we got Shattered Space included in the premium,
which was $30, right?
Which was $30.
And some people are saying like this almost feels like an apology, being that it's priced so low.
It's priced so low.
At $10, if you didn't buy the premium edition, you're gonna buy this, and you're gonna get an incredible amount of gameplay and upgrades to your game for $10. I mean, it almost feels like, hey, we're sorry, Starfield, maybe wasn't the greatest game of all time. It was overhyped, or maybe
it was to me.
Yeah, I mean, we rated it an 8 in the first week. So
yeah. No, Starfield then went on to become probably the game I've played most in my entire life. Like, I've put more hours into Starfield than any other game, I'm pretty sure.
I still have WoW. I have years of WoW.
Yeah, so, that makes sense.
I might be might be 2 years away from breaking that record.
That's the original live service game. It's like before live service was even a term, WoW existed. But yeah, my mind is blown. There's so much good stuff coming, and it's right around the corner. You can already jump in and play a bunch of Trackers Alliance. Now, Trackers Alliance, they had the original mission, I think, for free,
Mm-hmm. And then there was a second mission.
Then they added one more target called the Vulture, and it was $7. And I remember a lot of discussion around it not being worth it. To me, I was like, it's hard to judge. It definitely, like, the problem for me is that the Vulture was okay, but it wasn't as good as the first mission they gave you for free. So I was like, that's a little weird to pay $7 for something not as good as the free one. But now the additional 5 targets that have been added that just, from what I'm reading, turn this into it feels like a TV show, people were saying. It's like, because they're episodes,
nice.
Right?
Mm-hmm. The episodes in so far as that you have to complete one to get to the next.
Yeah.
Right? You can't just
to start another one. Yeah. You can do them in different orders, I think. But yeah, you have to do one at a time. So just to let you know, all 5 of those have now been, or the additional 5 have been added to what was used to be just the Vulture. So now $7 to get this huge pack of story missions.
So if you've purchased that, then you're going to get these extra ones. Otherwise, you got to pay $7.
Yeah,
which is a measly sum. Honestly,
to me,
it's
very worth it.
Starbucks is $9.99 for a macchiato.
Yeah,
so,
Yeah. So it's just they're making some really good moves. And
did you watch any of the additional like Todd content? Because I know there was a flurry of other videos that kind of came out at the same time, and I was like overwhelmed. I was just like, I'm going to watch the main video, that had Tim Lamba and Emil, and who was the third gentleman that's in there? Was he was like the systems developer?
I'm pulling it up now. It was.
I apologize if you're watching.
Yeah, he wasn't one of the.
But regardless, that was the only thing I watched. Oh, we lost a light.
I did we did lose a light. Well, no one noticed because there's so much glare.
There's a lightsaber coming out of the. But yeah, I think Todd had a couple quotable quotes.
I did watch those interviews.
Tell me about them.
And he kind of just reiterated, the content and their strategy. And do you want me to? Let me put a battery on that light real quick.
Yeah, take a quick pause.
Do you have a story you want to tell?
You want me to keep going? Okay. Yeah.
Do you want a story?
Well, it all started back in the summer of 2022. No, but I think I got to hand it to Bethesda for how they've managed kind of the lull between this update and ShatSpa. They've created anticipation. They've come out with something that I'm going to say everybody is really excited about. It's not like Shattered Space. I think people were like, okay, cool. It's a DLC. They dropped the Rev 8 right before, which is kind of part of that as well. And this feels like an overhaul. Not a 2.0 quite, but it's big. It's well thought out. The re-rolling on weapons, like the stuff that they put in for Starborn players.
Yeah.
To bring stuff through. There's so much.
I'm glad you mentioned ShatSpa and the Rev 8 because there was that issue where the Rev 8 took everyone by surprise and everyone loved it, and it was a huge win for Starfield. And that was free for everyone. And then ShatSpa came out and
there was a little underwhelming.
I loved it, but some people were like, I was a little underwhelmed. And that's when Todd Howard was saying, I almost feel like we should have waited to release the Rev 8 at the same time as ShatSpa because then people would be, they've got to be overwhelmed with content.
Shattered Space is an excellent DLC. It's actually quite spectacular.
Yeah,
I truly enjoyed it. And it's weird because I watched a video, that same one I spoke about earlier, and they said in that video, I didn't really care for Shattered Space. So you see a lot of sentiment.
Some people didn't
about that, but I don't know. I think what might be biasing people is the fact that they didn't make the changes that we're going to get on April 8th. Those are the kind of things that people wanted next. Instead of a DLC, they wanted a better space travel experience.
Yeah.
And now they're giving it to us. I think that's going to change. overall gameplay quite a bit.
I think it'll feel more balanced. I like that I'm just imagining someday a fresh playthrough with all of this content and having that experience of going through space with cruise mode. So now I'm like in space. And then you get to Dazra. I think that's what, you get to Dazra in Shattered Space. And you stay there a while. And I think it's just going to feel so much more balanced to have all these different experiences that you can have in the game. I love, in the past, I forced myself to role play. I forced myself into believing I had no ship and that I was stranded on Neon.
Right.
And there's so much you can do on Neon that in the criminal underworld, like doing jobs.
I spent a week just playing on Neon. I mean, there's a bunch of quests right there.
And same with like New Atlantis, you can also role play that I've got no money, I've got to buy a ship. You just ignore the frontier, and you
could literally earn all that money right in town.
Yeah,
if you wanted to stay within town.
Just go around town, earn money that way, and then and you don't have to fly to get to outposts and like random POIs. You just get away from the city, and you just go out there. Maybe you get enough money to buy the Rev 8, and then you just roll around that way.
There you go.
But I guess my point is that the game's going to feel more balanced with all of this content.
I have something for you. So you mentioned you didn't get the survivor mode. They didn't explicitly say, maybe by some miracle it's in there, but is there something that you can think of that they should have added in this that everyone was asking for and they didn't?
I can think of something that people really want.
Okay, wait. Let me see if it's the same thing I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Is it 1, 2, 3 landing
spacewalking
planets? Okay, it's different.
Wait, we can already land. Oh, you're talking.
I mean, like spaceship, seamless to planet. Okay, spacewalking. I like that. Interesting. Yeah.
A lot of people want spacewalking.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Here's the thing: is like I know that we've got this mansion that's going to be built into the side of an asteroid. So
can we blast around the different parts of like the asteroid at that mansion and kind of effectively you're out in space?
I mean,
and then fall into a black hole and cross the event horizon.
People are saying that
see Sam Neill.
People are saying that there are little pieces of code in the game that suggest building outposts in space. So essentially space stations. And we didn't get that yet.
We always talk about the foundation. These are the kind of things that keep the game interesting because it has these potential branches like spacewalking and seamless space to, if that may never happen. But
to me though, it's a no-brainer because we already have our jetpacks. Like we have weightlessness. Like you'll go into ships that have no gravity.
I love that they showed a lot of weightlessness, by the way, because that's been one of my gripes is like they have this in the game and it's a pretty fun experience.
It's such a cool tech. Yeah.
Why don't we see more of it? Or I haven't seen as much of it. So.
Yeah. I think we'll get more of that. So I think it's kind of maybe on the horizon that maybe we'll get like, because here's what I would love. And maybe that's when we'll get survival mode. Because here's what I would love is you give us making space stations. You give us the ability to walk, like maybe you have to spacewalk out there to repair it from the outside. See, I like that kind of stuff. In Subnautica, you can get holes in your, like you can get water.
You need to get out there and repair that hole.
You have to repair it and then get the water out. So maybe that. Maybe spacewalking, maybe survival mode comes then because you'll be out in space, so you have to watch your oxygen. So that's kind of what I think, because right now it's like anything you eat or drink is, okay, you're good for 30 minutes. And then all of a sudden you need to eat or drink again. what I want is like meters, how hungry is your character, how thirsty, and being able to watch that.
You're all about your meters.
And we've talked about different suits for different places,
and
like
easily making that accessible, just like a quick interface to get my acid proof for acid rain and my solar proof one. And
you land on a cold planet, you've got your cold weather suit. All this kind of stuff would be amazing. Now with the changes that they've done with free lanes, and like one thing I was going to mention earlier is that I love that I feel like I care about the interiors of my ship more.
Definitely.
Because up until now, I've sort of I go up to the ship, I go right to
Get
the cockpit.
me to the cockpit as soon as possible. And maybe, see some dialogue after sleeping with, someone.
All right. The last thing I'm going to say about the Todd Howard interviews is Todd Howard made it clear that there is more on the way.
I was kind of shocked by that, because I was thinking like this was going to be the end of that game cycle. No, I mean, sir. Honestly, I shouldn't have been shocked, because Bethesda, that's not Bethesda. They continued. I mean, they're dropping updates for 10-year-old games.
Early on, they said they were looking at Starfield as a 10-year life cycle
that's
type
true.
Thing for their support.
And they're always hating on modders and trying to break their games by releasing updates. So sorry, modders.
That's right. I got to say, somebody asked him in an interview, how much thought you give towards mods. Like when you update the game, of course, it can break mods and stuff. I have to commend Todd, because he was very like, oh yes, we're always considering that. We're trying not to break people's mods and this and that, this and that. And he's so kind to the modders, because maybe I'm just a jerk, but in my mind I was like, sorry, but that's not our problem.
Right.
like that would have been my response.
It's like there's no guarantee when you make a mod.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee that it's going to continue to work forever with, And I think I have made mods in the past, and I loved it. Even if it broke my mod, I loved it when they made an update, because that usually meant people coming back to the game, or it made some improvement in gameplay, which could enhance the mod that you built. Whatever.
Yeah, and I'm being a little bit of a jerk for comedy purposes, but in reality, the modding community around Bethesda games is absolutely incredible, and the making a mod is a risk, right? On a game that's still being updated. It's much easier and better for modders to mod a game that is complete and not gonna be updated anymore. But
then the user base is usually smaller because it's an older game, or maybe there's a finite future to that game, so that could.
Well, and before anyone who's listening or watching yells at me, I am aware that also the big issue is that there's a lot of paid mods now.
True.
On the Creation Club. So that is a huge consideration. So, I like to joke about the free mods and stuff getting broken, but actually, it's a problem if you're buying a mod from the Creation Club, which is like a Bethesda sanctioned thing. You don't want that to get broken. So
true,
totally understandable. But I thought that he had the absolute best response. They're not trying to break mods.
What did we miss? Did we miss anything from this huge update?
Yeah.
Or should we jump into comments?
I was gonna extend it to the viewers and the listeners. If we missed anything, please let us know.
What are you excited about? We want to hear from you guys. Leave us a comment on Spotify or YouTube, or come to our Discord, hang out, and let us know what you're excited about. There's a lot to talk about with the upcoming with free lanes and with the Trackers Alliance, which we have available right now. Have you played through it?
I've started. I'm almost done with with the mission that I'm on. Oh man, it's
you should wait
so
until
cool. It's so cool.
Is it? Oh, nice. Okay.
It's I'm going to just say, I don't want to spoil it, but I'll just say it adds lore to some side character lore that we already are invested in and that we enjoy.
Interesting.
And
I'm thinking Ron Hope just suddenly came to...
Wait, who?
Ron Hope.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, if they have DLC that lets me resurrect him and murder him a second time, I'll be happy.
Right. That's $10 DLC for sure. Absolutely.
But yeah, a lot of really cool stuff, and I'm excited to play through the rest of the trackers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for some reason, I'm in Aquila City, and there is no one who's red, except for one body.
No,
is that unusual? Because I thought they respawned.
That happened to me.
Okay.
And I think maybe it's
a little glitched.
Actually, I was going to say maybe they toned it back because it wasn't very exciting to find bounties when you pull up your scanner and there's like, oh, there's one there, there's one there. Like I saw like 3 bounties in the town square one time.
Yeah.
So I'm okay if it's like a more rare thing because I would like that to be exciting again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make a little bit more sense than to have so many people be wanted. Or maybe I'm just more optimistic about the society I live in. Humanity, yeah. I wanted to give a few shout outs to the comments we received, Michael, on. It's not actually our last episode, but we did the thing with Pedro, the Starfield event. What was it called?
Yeah,
StarCon?
StarCon.
Yeah, we did
2026.
that. We did kind of a parody episode entitled 10 Things We Hate About Todd. No, it was like a joke video that we were pitching
like
Todd.
The worst DLC ideas.
Yeah, pitching Todd. All right, so here we go. We've got Yesteryear says passive aggressive guards DLC has to be the worst idea I've ever heard.
Good.
We'll start work on it tomorrow. Signed, sincerely, Todd Howard.
Oh, nice.
Oh man. Yeah, Genghis Bobber says, just grateful there was no, quote, you go to the lodge at NG Plus and it's just variants of Sarah, quote.
How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
Sir, how dare you?
Some people said that they were Todd. That's pretty funny. This user, Hogfan Shane, said, did you know Animal Crossing actually does something in regard to your nickname? Villagers will call you certain things and it radiates to the other villagers. You had talked about your DLC pitch, which was to come up with a nickname.
They come up with your own nickname. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you played Animal Crossing?
I played the GameCube one a long time ago, and we got the new one on the new-ish one on Switch not that long ago, but I never played it.
Nonstop Ram says the racing is actually a good idea. There could be procedural weekly time trials. That was my idea. So there you go.
Hey, there you go. So definitely viable.
Skip down, blah blah blah. We'll do one more. Okay, this is from K Loves Games, and they said, I don't know if I really want Todd to listen, or if I'm scared he will.
Yeah.
Thank you all for those comments.
Yeah,
we really appreciate it. That was a fun episode, and we do hope you realize that it was parody.
Yeah,
sort of.
We do. Yeah. That's the thing is sometimes you come up with a bad idea, then you start thinking about it and you go, well, actually, it's kind of there's might be a good way to do this.
It has some merit. So out of bad ideas can come good ones.
Not only do we appreciate the comments, but we also appreciate you listening and watching. And it helps us out if you subscribe and hit those buttons and the likes and the shares and all of that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. PS5 players, you have homework. You need to go back and watch all our previous episodes.
Yes. Because
you're going to be a brand new Starfield player. You need to educate yourself.
Yes. To really understand Starfield, you really have to listen to all of the episodes of Starfield with normal people.
And we started in Starfield vanilla. So you have to, relive our pain of, all the things that they've improved upon since.
Boy, anyone that gets a port at a later time, like...
So lucky.
You just don't know what
the struggles
went through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting because we kind of joked that Todd had a PlayStation copy that he would let his kids play at home. Turns out he probably
maybe they did. Maybe
So,
they actually did. They probably had it ready.
You're right, Michael. They get the best version, which is going to be the latest version. So really good one for PS5 players.
Well, we loved Starfield since the beginning. I will say that when I sprinted in third person, my character would look way to the left for some reason. That was like a early glitch. Launch bug that they had. drove me
with a crick in your neck.
Freaking nuts.
Like, what's up there? What do you keep looking at?
Those times are gone.
That bug could come back.
Sadly, it could.
They could break something. It could come back.
Something could happen. Those bugs.
You'll remember it. You're like, it's back.
Yeah. Well, that's when I switched to first person.
Right.
Well, we really appreciate it. And let us know, like Dwayne said earlier, let us know what you're most excited about for these updates and what updates do you want for the future.
Yep. That's the pod. Thanks for listening and watching, and we'll see you next time.